Hello everybody, welcome in. You know the drill, I'm getting set up. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully well. Let me just see if I can find myself. Not yet. So, it is going to be a little loud today. I apologize. We are having a little bit of a hot day in Vegas, and does anyone else struggle with this? When the weather changes from cold to hot, we're always like, should we turn the air on? Maybe it's not time. It's too soon. We shouldn't do it. It's only March, right? So we sweat and we're hot. For what reason? I don't know why. Because it's going to get cool again next week. Make it make sense. I do not think I am the only person who struggles with this, though. You know, what are you going to do? Okay, so I found myself. I have sound off. Hi, Pam. How you doing? Sound off. Let me know who's here. Let me start my little show and then we can get started, okay? Hi, my name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas and hot Las Vegas. And in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. Welcome in. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Sound off in the comments if you are live. If you see the notification up at the top that says was live, or you are joining me from YouTube, you can still comment. Just hit, if you're watching me from Facebook, hashtag replay. If you're watching me from YouTube, give me some love over there. Send me a message. I love to talk, okay? You could just comment. Do it. All right, so I have I'm going to stop being weird, I swear. I have a pretty card for us today. This is not the card I originally intended. But guys, I had this idea in my head. I wanted to do a lattice work card. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I watched a video. I did all the things you do when you want to do something new and complicated. And I just kept struggling. And it was so frustrated. And I was like, nobody wants to sit and watch a grown woman struggle for an hour online. Nobody likes that. You know what I mean? Like, at first it's funny and whatever, and then it becomes annoying. So I was like, why am I doing that to myself? I wouldn't want to watch it. Nobody else does either. Let's just change the card. Words to live by, guys. It was liberating. It fixed my life. Honestly, I gave myself permission just to be like, no, not today. So we, this week, are using the You Are Remarkable stamp set. I don't have a lot of information to give you today other than I love this stamp set. I keep going back to it. It's really pretty. You don't have to color. You can use the stamps to colorize your flower. So I liked that. So let me just flip down. Let's get into it. Oh, thank you, Pam. Let's see everybody who's here. I forgot. Hi, Mom. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Cheryl. There we go. I got all the romper room names out. If you're too young to know what romper room is, keep scrolling. Just kidding. All right, here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. Okay. Trying to see what we can do. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so here is the stamp set. It's photopolymer. I have everything pre-blocked. I just love this image. So cute. Now, with this, we are going to take the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder, and we're going to emboss some vellum today. So I just took some of that pretty vellum and cut it to 5¼ by 4, you know, the mat. Now what I found is, if you're using certain embossing folders, like this one, it shrunk my paper a little bit because it's, you know, it's putting the dimension in there, which shrunk it. So when I did the dimensions, I told you to do a card mat to go under this to kind of make it pop. I just put a piece of white under that vellum, but it was a little tad bit too long once I did the paper. So you may need to trim it, and I just want to let you know, so that way if you're doing your card, if you choose to do this, you might find that my measurements are off, but that's why. And it just needs a little trim. I've got my pieces here. So we're gonna start with our vellum. And it is in some blue and white gingham. Love that. It really doesn't matter for this card if you want it long ways or crossways. It's just whatever way you put it in. What did I do? I did long ways, so I'll do that again. Okay, so you just throw it in there. Now do your embossing according to your machine. For this, I just have the thick embossing plate and the bottom base. If you have our big embosser, that's what you would do. But, you know, there's a lot of embossers out there. Just follow your instructions. Okay, so here we go. Now, I don't know if you can really see that. I'll hold it up well on camera, but in person, it just gives it that little bit of texture that, you know, I'm obsessed with. And why not? Now the first thing I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to take that mat and we're just going to compare. Now these were the same size, but when I embossed it, we have some shrinkage. No big deal. I'm just going to cut like a little bit less than 1/4 inch off. And I guess you could just frame it, but it kind of looks weird because the sides aren't. You know what I mean? It's however you like it, but I just want to trim the excess off, is what I'm trying to tell you. So how's everybody doing? How is your week going? How is it Wednesday already? This is crazy. Now let me show you this. When you work with vellum, it's kind of see-through, and so if you put liquid glue wherever you put it, you are going to see it. However, if you use a dry adhesive like our Stampin' Seal, you're not going to see it. So that is a trick to sticking down your vellum, and it will stick. Now I like to put it all the way around because I did emboss it, and that vellum can start to curl from the embossing. I'm just going to line it up with the white paper, and there you go. So that, my friends, is probably the most technical part of the entire card, which is exciting. Oh, I'm missing a piece. It's okay, guys. We're in the craft room. I got this. I've got some Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to go ahead and give that a nice crease down. So I see everybody is getting their entries in for the Pam's Picks giveaway. Who is excited for Friday? I know I am. Are you laughing at my little engagement posts? You know, it's hard. I got to come up with stuff. I was like, should it be craft related? Should it just be whatever? It's just whatever comes into my little head. That's what happens. So now I have a big announcement that I've had enough people ask if they can purchase a Pam's Pick if they don't win one. And the answer to that question is absolutely. So what we're going to do, we had to figure it out. We're going to do a sale. So Pam is making her Pam's Picks. And I'm going to take pictures of them and put them in a little event page. And you're going to be able to look at them and they'll be numbered. And you're going to be like, comment, hey Jess, I want A and B. And I'm going to put your name down for A and B and I'm going to mark them off as sold. And we're just going to do that. And so that'll be coming up probably, I don't know, a week or so. Give me some time. Pam's got to make them, you know. It takes some time. Okay, so I have a little bit of ribbon here. But I just wanted you to know I love them and I love her and I love helping people, and so I'm just trying to get her name out there, and I truly think you guys would enjoy them. Just that little bit of sparkle in your craft room, you know, just something fancy. That's the way I feel about it. So, here we go. So I put a little stamp and seal on the back just to kind of hold my ribbon in place. Make a tie. I'm going to make a loop. And then try to do this. Now, I don't know why. I get nervous when people watch. But we can do it. I love this ribbon. It always looks good, I'm telling you. You tie it, you do your bow, and then you just straighten it out. And that's it. Maybe a little snip. So this is the iridescent ribbon. I just wanted that total spring kind of vibe. Look at that. It puffs up and everything. It makes me look good, like I know what I'm doing. But if you've ever seen my show, we know. Okay, here we go. So I have my little paper that we're going to put our sentiment and our flower on. I'm going to use my silicone mat because these are photopolymer. And I've just got some black memento. And I know, don't judge me. This stamp is just a hair bit bigger than my stamp block, but I couldn't find what I did with all of them. I just have my little ones out, and I was like, okay, you know what? Like I said in the beginning of the show, it's too hot to struggle. So I was just like, forget it. I'm just going to use a smaller one, but try to use the correct one. It's fine. I'm just going to give it a minute for that paper to absorb the ink. I'm not rocking it. I'm not like crushing it. And it comes out perfect. So I'm going to set that to the side. Now, we're going to start with the next stamp, which is the flower petals. And I'm going to do that in Daffodil Delight. So I'm pulling in the color that we're going to use for our card base. Now, I have the hardest time lining up my my two-step stamping, and that is because of my vision. I only have vision in one eye, and so it does make it a little bit trickier, but just make sure that you're over the top as best as you can. Give it a minute. And there you go. And actually, I think I did pretty good. What do you guys think? So, I mean, I love coloring and I love my blends, but sometimes you just want it easy. You just want that quick card. And I am a real fan of the two-step stamping process to just simplify my life. So now I'm going to take the stamp for the inside of the flower. And I'm going to do it in brown, like this is a little daisy. And again, the more on top of it you can get, the straighter. So that seems to be, for me, for my vision, if I tilt it a little bit, I have a better time lining it up. But for you guys, I would suggest just going right over top of it. Bird's eye view. Okay, and the last color is some Old Olive. And we're gonna do those stems and leaves. How quick and easy. Okay, now, can I do this 3 out of 3 times? Excuse the thoroughfare, guys. Ooh, I'm so scared. All right, we'll see. We'll see if that worked. All right, 2 out of 3, not so bad, but I'm not minding it. I'm okay with it. So, that's what we got going on. Today is the day of not being fussed, and I'm sticking to it, guys. I'm giving myself permission to be a hot mess express, and I kind of like it. Okay, so let me get my sentiment all inked up. Tap, tap, tap. Just put it where you think it should live. So it says, you are, I can do this. You are remarkable in every single way. So cute. So cute. And let me, hold on. I thought I had 2, and I only had 1 of those 5 1/4 by 4 sheets. So let me see. Yeah, I got to trim that down. So let me do that. So let me hit the comments up. Thank you for all the encouragement, friends. I appreciate it. Hi, Debbie. How you doing today? You like the vellum? Yeah, me too. I know. I just kept eyeballing it in the catalog. Ooh, and I was like, you know what? I have to have it. I have to have it, guys. Okay, so we're going to do a quick trim. This is for the inside of the card. I usually have a whole bunch of these cut so I could just grab them, but I need to do a mass cutting. I'm working on our April free card making live right now. I'm working on those packets, so I'm going through the paper, guys. Okay, so the only thing I did for this was I just took a little bit of vellum. We have a club called the Happy Mail Club, and anyone signing up for that, it just, you send cards to the other ladies and receive cards. It's fun. But when I make cards now, I kind of keep that club in mind. Like, oh, this will be a great one to send to one of my Happy Mail besties. So, that's what I'm working on now, guys. What are you working on? Birthdays, holidays. Does anyone send 4th of July cards? Just wondering. Thought that would be cute. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. So, I made my pre-order, and I ordered a bunch of paper, ribbon, embellishments, and stuff like that. And all of that product is going to go into my bingo packets. I'm making like cute little folios with the in colors and some goodies in there. So it's just a little something extra for when you sign up for bingo and you get your packet, you know. I want everybody to feel like a winner. It's important. So I did that, but I got like one suite and 4 or 5 sets. So that's what we're going to start out with. Now I don't go crazy for the annual pre-order because that catalog is going to be around all year, and the stuff that they've carried over I usually have. So I get a little bit just to show, and then what I concentrated on was the sets for the online exclusives, because those don't stick around forever, or at least not for a whole year, unless they're really popular. Then they restock them. Okay, so I put that on there. Now we just have to stick, and this could be popped up too, because I gave some texture to the vellum. I didn't feel like I wanted to pop it up, but you could, for sure. I think I'm going to go down bottom. I don't want the ribbon to interfere with my sentiment. Just put it where you want it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll stick the inside in. My gosh, guys, it is so hot in this craft room right now. Whew. And I had to keep the window open because I just felt like I needed air, but the traffic is so loud. I'm gonna be like, excuse me, I'm filming. Could people please slow down and just be quiet? Never gonna happen, but you know, I can ask. I just thought it would be nice. Okay, so the last thing we have to do, I just have some iridescent gems, so we're playing on that ribbon. And I'm trying to use some of my stuff up. So I had a little bit of ribbon left. You can see I'm almost out of these gems. Oh, and look at my Pam pick of the day. I have not named her yet, but I am obsessed. Look at those little hearts. You know how much I love ghost hunting and stuff. I'm thinking I'm going to name this one Boo. I know it has nothing to do with ghosts, but there's something about it that just is screaming Boo to me. So that's it. I've named her. I have named her. And just in case you're wondering, yes, when I was looking at the picks I was going to purchase for the giveaway, I purchased this one for myself. I can't help it. They're too good. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. All right, we'll put, where do I want this one? The struggle is real, guys. No. No. Too big. I want a little one. Let's see. Oh, such a hard choice. I'm just gonna stick it. We're done. There we go. So I did it kind of backwards. This isn't reinventing the wheel. This was a simple card. Let me flip up. We'll chit chat for a minute. What do you guys think? Do you love the embossed vellum? Is this something that you're gonna try, or do you do it all the time? And how do you stick your vellum down? Like I did with the dry adhesive, or do you have a different trick? Okay, I'm gonna flip up. And we're back. Okay, I have to have a drink. I apologize. Okay. So, what was I going to tell you guys? I had something. What? It's snowing again in Vermont? And I'm dying right now. I love it. I love the internet. It's so crazy. I mean, it makes sense. I grew up in New York. And so, yeah, we definitely got snow in March, but we've been West Coast for so long that I just don't think about that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like, oh, it's March, time to turn the air on, you know? What are you going to do? Well, enjoy it, take pictures, and share. I want to see it. So what was I going to say? Dang it. I did have a thought when I was flipping up. I don't know. I lost it. What are you going to do? You're going to try it? Yeah, I used to get really frustrated with making these beautiful cards with vellum. And then I would use my liquid glue because that's my go-to. And you get all those blobbies, you know? And then I would be like, oh, well, I'll put it where the focal point goes so you don't see it. But the problem with that is the corners were curling. And like, it was just, for a while, I really didn't use vellum because I was so frustrated with it. But I was like, let me try the Stampin' Seal. Oh, genius, genius. So now, that's my new go-to, you know? The things we learn. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I am going to be starting a beginner's video series. And it's going to go for the person who just thought, you know, I'd like to get into that with how do you cut your paper to make a card base. Very simple. They'll be quick videos. But I think I have enough new crafters that it's going to be beneficial. And I think that short format, you know, yeah, I could sit here for an hour and show you how to make card bases, but it's very hard to watch. Like, that's too much information. Nobody's going to go back through the whole thing to reference. So I'm going to try to do like reference guides and then these short form videos. So I might be like bombing the page with things is what I'm trying to say. Not that I don't already post a lot, but some of it might be a nice refresh. Some of it you won't need. My crafters that have been doing this since the 80s, I know you will not need this, but we're trying to get everybody up to your level. And it's good information. So I wanted to tell you those will be coming up, and that's what I got. But I think I'm going to hang up for now. The sun is beating right on the house and it's starting to get in my eyes. You can kind of see on me and behind me, it's coming through the shutters. And I really feel like I'm in an oven right now. So I'm gonna go. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you in the comments, and I cannot wait for Friday for our Pam's Picks giveaway. All right, so make the easy choice. That's what I'm saying. Love ya. Bye.